What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another Evans collection video. Today we'll be taking a look at Year 2 Batman from McFarlane Toys. This is a collector's edition from McFarlane Toys. Absolutely love this Batman, which I love Batman just in general. I'm such a sucker for Batman. I really am. If it's if McFarlane brings out a Batman, more than likely I'm going to freaking buy it. So, but guys, I really love this one though. I like a lot of things about this figure, and there's a couple things I don't like about it. The main things I do like about this figure, I like how the cape has got the blue behind it, and I love all like the blue shading and everything, like on the cowl, on the gloves, on the boots and everything. I love that comic book look. I think it looks fantastic. So paint outs look great in my opinion. The head sculpt looks great. Love the head sculpt. I like the long ears. We'll bring his head sculpt in here right now. Take a look at that. But I think that head sculpt looks really good. Like I said, I love the long ears. I like the blue shading on it as well. I think it looks fantastic. I think the proportions are pretty good. The suit looks great. The cape is pretty nice. This cape, I know what he was going for. He was going for the comic book look, but I really wish he would have put like a cloth wired cape on this guy, because I think it would look fantastic. But yeah, like I said, guys, love this. The holster is pretty nice as well. You cannot take this off, but I think this thing is like using like bits and pieces maybe of. And I will say he's kind of hard to stand up to be honest with you. You definitely got to have that circular base, in my opinion, unless you just can, you're the greatest, poser ever, you know what I mean? So, like I said, you definitely gonna need that circular base. But like I said, guys, I like the holster. I think it's great. I think this Year 2 Batman looks great. This cape is a little bit different material than what we normally get from McFarlane. His rubberized capes. I think it's a little bit thinner material, so he's not quite as back heavy as like maybe the Spawn Batman or something like that. So he stands up pretty well. I just hate those. I always hate those ankle joints from these Batmans and whatnot, especially like from the Hush one. It's basically using the same ankle joints as the Hush, the Spawn Batman. I think this is a mixture of the Spawn Batman, probably the Three Jokers Batman, and the Hush Batman as well. So I think this is he's reusing a lot of parts, but that's the thing with McFarlane, right? That's what his thing is. He likes to reuse. So let's bring in the accessories, and I'll show you guys what you get. So you get the gun, you get a couple extra hands, and you get the Reaper thing. I will say that, and Toy Shiz pointed this out too when he reviewed him not long ago when I watched him, but the hands that they give you really doesn't hold that gun that great, to be honest. And like I said, a lot of these hands are reused from like the Hush Batman, the Spawn Batman. So like I said, a lot of reuse with this. I wish he would have gave you an actual, trigger finger for the gun, but it is what it is. I'll more than likely just put the gun in its holster and just put, leave it in its holster most of the time. But yeah, let's take a look at the box. So the box is not exactly what this figure looks like. The platinum one now does. So if you find the platinum one, it's going to match the box a little bit better. That is for sure. But like I said, guys, nonetheless, I love this Batman. Like I said, I'm always a sucker for Batman any freaking way. So when it comes to Batman, it's definitely a pickup for me, I would say. I think I've got just about every Batman that McFarlane's brought out, to be honest with you, that I could find or get my hands on. Everybody says he makes too many Batmans, but like I said in previous videos, Batman sells, so he's going to continue to do it, which I don't have a problem with it, because I love Batman, right? So, and I think a lot of us do love Batman. But yeah, he definitely needs to give us some different characters like Satana. Some more female characters would be great, I think. And I think that he's pretty much touched on just about all the male characters, in my opinion. Uh, I know there's probably quite a few more left out there, but I really, really, really wish he would tackle some more of the female characters as well. So stop being sexist, McFarlane. uh, anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think about the Year 2 Batman. Is he a pickup or a pass? I would love to find the platinum one as well, but it's going to be probably far-fetched, of course. But if I do, I will probably pick it up as well and have both of these. I do love the colors on this, though. Even though it's not, I guess matches the box. Don't really care about that, but some people do. But like I said, I like the colors. I like the shading on the gloves, the boots, the cowl. I like the blue inside the cape as well. So I think this turned out to be a great looking Batman. One more thing I wanted to touch on. I just wish he would have, I don't know if you guys can see it. We'll bring him back in real quick. But you see the gray. Hold on one second. The gray on that pin right there bothers the crap out of me. Oh my gosh. Why couldn't he have painted that black? You know what I mean? Oh my god. Anyway, guys, I don't really have a lot of nitpicks with it, but that is one nitpick that I do have with it. But anyway, guys, I think he's gonna look great on the shelf. And let me know what you guys think down below. Is he a pickup or a pass? Always, guys, check me out on Instagram at JEActionFigures. And like and subscribe here, guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.